right, so welcome to a new video. This will be a guide and walkthrough through the whole story. I'm gonna try to do as much in a week as I can, but for now, it's gonna be the prologue. Now that global launch is upon us, it is exactly 1 week from now. It today is Thursday, Korea server time, or I'm sorry, Korea Standard Time, and so that's why I decided to make the video today because it'll emulate as accurately as possible how things will turn out for you on this day when Global does launch on the 28th, which is a Thursday. All right, so without further ado, let's get started. So this is a fresh account. I'll be going through the prologue with you, and I'll try to explain everything in as much detail as possible. If you have any questions or comments, some feedback on my video, you could definitely leave it down in the comments. Thumbs up, thumbs down. I don't really care. But this will be in Korean, so I'm just going to skip through everything. I'm going to lower the volume there. Sorry, it's a bit loud. So this is just going over the battle system very briefly. So you have the ×2 speed up. All right, so you can hit them like that. So there's the enemy's health bar, the mana. This is ×2. Auto is locked right now. You can pause it. You can leave. There's a guide. Oops. There's attacks. There's gonna be 3 attacks here. And then this is your element, and then you can select and highlight your hero. You can select the enemy. If you're against other enemies, you can select more here. You can also hit the arrow on the top of their head if that's a little hard. Just another thing, at the top left you can see which wave, so it goes up to about 3 waves at max, and then it'll tell you how many turns you have to complete this objective in. Obviously it's the beginning, so you won't have an issue with that. And then there's another mission here. You have to use Jeon, which is this guy, to attack. Just a basic attack. So I will do that. Alright, so when it slows down like that, usually means you cleared the stage. So I'm going to try to skip all this, get through all that. Alright, so I leveled up, he leveled up, and then I got 3 stars because I completed the objectives, all 3 objectives there. Check, check, check. And here, there's 39 stars that I have to get. So typically it goes in obviously multiples of 3, so depending on what multiple it is of 3, that'll tell you how many episodes there are in each chapter. Currently we only have up to 10 chapters right now. I believe with global launch they'll release the 11th chapter, but they haven't said that they'll do that. So here we're going to look at the breakdown of each chapter and episode. So if you look here, the prologue, this is just talking about how to navigate and stuff, so you can move around like this with your finger. So if you look, oh my gosh, so you can talk here. This will continue the story. All right, so all right, keep on going. So that's going through the story. All right, so I'm gonna stop it here really quick. So just to go back to what we were looking at, so here you can get your rewards for completing it. You can also select these to go to the next part of the story. Excuse me. Or you can actually look at what's next. So there's, chapter 2, you get a lot of new content. Chapter 3, and then it slowly, keeps opening new and more content for you. So it goes up to chapter 10 right now, and we have right now we're on the prologue, so it's kind of like a tutorial. Chapter 1 and the prologue are kind of like a tutorial right now. So I'm gonna continue with the story. I'm going to try to do this as quickly as possible. So each hero has their own element, and they also have their own guardian stone, which I'll talk about in a bit. Right now it doesn't show up, so now I gotta use a skill to use it. So you just gotta tap on it. Pretty easy stuff, nothing major. So this guy's not really a boss. They're just kind of making it all grand and fancy. So right now, since you're kind of low level, I believe the way you get mana is just from attacking. As you star up and stuff, your hero will have different ways of gaining mana, where like blocking or dodging, things like that. And it also depends on your element. So if you have, you know, if you're an ice element, then blocking will get you mana, whether it's you or the enemy. I could be wrong about that, but I know you do get mana from blocking. But just know that, yeah, each element has its own different little perk. So I'm gonna keep going. Skip, skippity dippity. Okay, there we go. Awesome. Skip, skip, skip. Skippy, skippy. So today's Thursday. I believe it's a nature day. So here's the daily login rewards. You can see it goes up to only 28. That's for 4 weeks. Yeah, and I believe it resets at the first of every month, so you don't get the full 30 days. But it's all right anyway. So moving on, you can click here and you can see a bunch of items. Passive, you can get from 4. You can activate the hero's passive from 4 stars, and then now he has a third ability now. All right, so now you can collect the Jess, which is the currency you use for a few things, but mainly for hero recruiting. So I'm gonna keep going through the story. All right, so prologue. Yeah, so here in this top left corner, what they're showing you is basically a log of what people say, like tips to clear the stage. Right now it doesn't really matter, but later on when it gets harder, you will probably need it. Here we'll tell you the clear difficulty, how hard it is going to be based on your CP. Right now there's a clear difficulty penalty, so as you move down left toward the extreme side, it gets really, really hard, as in like they hit harder and you don't hit as hard. So you always want to try to get it on easy or normal. You can clear it on very hard, but it'll be very hard. As you can see here, if you look right under here, under these enemy portraits, you can see these little gems. These are the guardian stones that they have, and you need to break them, which is what they're going to talk about in this next section. So I'm just going to go ahead and start that off. All right. All right. So they're going to talk about breaking. This is Beryl is a 3-star hero that you can get. So if you look here, I gotta hit him. Okay, so if you look at the top there, it shows you there. So that number next to break tells you how many turns. So even if they're stunned, this will still take a turn. It'll still eat up a turn. Also, now you can. Oh yeah. Okay. So I'm just gonna hit him. I just gotta do a basic attack with this guy, and I cleared the mission. So I just gotta clear it within 23 turns now. So I'm just gonna hit him, break him. Boom. Boom. Oh wow, she crit. Okay. I was wondering why I was going so slow. Anyway, moving on. So if you want to really be efficient, make sure that you have those elements to break those stones for each episode. Make sure that you have those exact stones. So this part, I believe, is just dialogue. Could be wrong. There might be a battle. Okay, yeah, there. I'm gonna hit him. Alright, so I got lucky. When you clear this, you can hit that guy first. Alright, so make sure to try to break them. Alright, so. Alright, it's 3 breaks. So the mission here is I gotta break barrel. Alright, so we know we've defeated this guy already, so we know what his guardian stones are. Once you unlock it for any hero, some might look very similar and it'll have a question mark and you wonder why. There are like quite a few heroes that are similar, like the 1-star and 2-star heroes. So if you look here at this guy on the left, he has a question mark, but this guy has a fire guardian stone. If you look at their weapons, they're completely different. So they're actually different heroes, even though the hero itself looks the same. So I'm gonna go ahead and who should I break? So I can see that this guy's gonna hit me next, or this guy. Well, I'm just gonna break this guy just because that it'll just complete the mission and I won't have to worry about it. All right, so there. Nice. So this guy's probably nope. I'm gonna hit him. Gonna hit him. So he's machine. That's his guardian stone. He's the gray guardian stone. I should have probably killed him. Oops. Oh well, it's all good. The gray guardian stones will break for I believe 12 turns, whereas the other ones were only for 7 turns. I'm actually not sure why that is, but it is like that. You can ask in the Discord or on Reddit, on the subreddit, and maybe you can find out. But I don't know exactly why. That's just how it is. So I'm gonna keep going. So yeah. So for every part of the story that you clear, you'll gain levels. You'll also gain levels for your user ID. So here we go. We're gonna go here. So these are like your homework rewards, and what these are just basically tasks that you complete. So it goes all the way up to chapter 10-11, and you can get this nice gold piece of armor, but you can't get it yet because you haven't completed 10-11. On my main account, I've completed all of this, so it does take a while, but you just got to be log in every day and just be diligent about it. So prologue episode 12 I gotta complete up to, I believe it goes up to episode 13, so I don't know why that is that they did that, but anyway, so I'm gonna just keep going and let's go. Oh no, the city's on fire. Alright, so it's just Jeon by himself. Yeah, so as you can see, same looking guys, but different weapons, have different guardian stones. Your heroes that you pull from recruiting and stuff will be have different guardian stones. So each hero has a guardian stone, but they're not set. So every hero will have a different guardian stone that you pull. In the story, they'll all be different though. I'm serious, they'll all be set. Excuse me. Yeah, the heroes that you pull will be different. So it's all random. And you can get up to 6 guardian stones. So just a heads up with gold armor, but that's like way later on for you since you're just beginning. All right, so we don't know these guys. I'm just gonna hit this guy, see what he has. He has a dark. I'm gonna hit him because I know I can break him. I don't want to get hit by him. All right, so this is my third ability, or second ability rather, that you can use. It's a, and then it'll tell you the description of what the abilities do. I'm gonna hit this guy first because he doesn't have a lot of turns left, and then this guy. Okay, awesome. And then boom this guy, then boom that guy. All right. So if you know how to utilize your break, you can minimize the damage that you take and maximize the damage that you inflict on the enemy. So there we go. So just need 2 more stages. I'm just gonna skip those. I believe there's a fight soon. Yeah, there we go. So we know we've fought these guys before, so we already know what they have. Let's see who's next. So I'm gonna break this guy first because he's already hit me. Yeah, I'm gonna break him first. And then boom. And then she's gonna break him. He's gonna break him. She's gonna break him. Boom. All right, pretty easy, clear. Not too bad. Not too bad. Usually you want to. So I didn't use any abilities. Why is that? So I want to save my mana for the last stage because that's usually the harder stage for obvious reasons. So I'm gonna use this. This is an AoE skill. It's the first ability. I'm gonna break one of his stones. I'm gonna hit him once. And then I'm gonna use this. This is a huge AoE. It does 120% of your attack. So boom, and that should break all of them. Yep. And then I'm gonna hit him, and then this guy, Jaeon, has a huge AoE, and I should kill all of them, if not most of them. Right. So I didn't crit, unlucky, but that's alright. He's broken, so. And pretty easy, clear. Boom. Alright, airship's blowing up. Oh no. Alright, so that thing that just popped up at the top means I completed an objective for my homework, I suppose you could say. So I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna finish the prologue here first. So there's that. That's the skydock for your airship. Nobody really uses that, but there's that. So this is exploration, door to creation, and your airship. So you can access your airship now, and the door to creation is on your airship. And then this is exploration. So this is used to do some kind of, it's like a way to farm things. Basically, this is going over the things on the airship. I'll go over this in a separate guide. Yep. Okay, so we're gonna go in here, and then we're gonna do, I believe it's our select recruit. So there's different kinds of recruiting. There's a pity system. So this one you can choose, hopefully, and it shows you all of these that you can get. So it's gonna go through all this. I'm gonna skip it. Who I'm gonna go for? I'm gonna go for a guy called Ludley. He's like a black samurai. Really powerful single target damage. That's the one you want. He's kind of hard to get, so I'm just gonna keep rolling until I get him. Sorry if this takes a while. So I'm gonna try to get through this as fast as I can. Four star. So these guys, if it just shows the cape, it's a 4-star. If the cape sparkles with like rainbow colors, that's a 5-star hero. So Ludley and a few others are all clock heroes. So this is gonna be a Nat 5. Okay, she's a clock hero. You can't get her through just the regular recruiting. So I'm just gonna re-roll her. I don't really need her. So you're gonna go for characters that do damage. So for example, when you first start out, you want to go, especially for the select recruit, you want Ludley. And then in addition to Ludley, you could get Baraka, Bernadette, Sabrina, those three. Some people rank Sabrina lower, but I think Bernadette and Sabrina are pretty much the same. But it's really up to you. And if you want a healer, you could get Anastasia. Hopefully I could get her so I can show you who she is. Oh, okay. This is Balar? Yeah, Balar. He's a good tank. He's a good tank, but I'm gonna skip him. Yeah, so everyone gets to do this once on their account. This is the select recruit, and who knows if they'll let us do it again, but everyone only gets to do this once. Awesome. Oh, okay. This is Barnabas. He's another tank, but we're not going to use him. We want Ludley. He is like one of the best single target damage in the game. I believe it is the best single target damage in the game. Shucks. Puggy. I don't know if it's Puggy or Pergy. I feel like it's Pergy. Or Fergie even. Alright, hopefully I can get Ludley. This might take a while. I'm really sorry, guys. Oh god, another Nat 4. Gonna skip that. So each hero has a different kind of passive, and they have their uses in different scenarios. So just know that. Oh boy. Oh boy. Man, this is being really stingy. Pitbull. Oh. Ophelia. I don't know why it does it like this super fast. Huh. Maybe this is like a secret technique that I figured out. It goes really fast. Oh, never mind, I lied. Ooh. Oh, Chati. She's a pretty good tank. She's kind of more of a support tank, if anything. She has a shield and a stun. Yeah, she's more of a support than anything. Ah, shucks. Oh, I'm getting tired. Come on, come on, come on. Oh. Yeah, so I'm just going to keep rolling until I get Ludley. This way you can kind of see different heroes. Ah. Nero. He's okay. Nobody really uses him though. Ah, shoot. Oh, he is a clock hero. David Johnson, sorry. David Johnson. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Give me Ludley. Ludley. Ah, Talia. She's a healer. One of the best healers. Excuse me. Ah, come on. Spica. She's a ice tank. She has pretty good damage too. I believe single target. Ooh. Ah, Ramsey. He's a support type. He with his fake core, he cancels out healing or reduces healing. Hopefully I can get Ludley. Ooh. Oh, yes. Okay, thank God. All right. Whew. Awesome. Okay, I got Ludley. I am done here. No other heroes here that are very worthwhile. Over here we have our different recruiting. We have a free recruit that you can get. You can get from a 1-star to a 3-star. And you can also, sorry about that. There is a premium recruit, and then this is a rate up recruit. So basically, you can do the premium recruit at any time. However, the chance of getting a Fate hero is only at 2%, whereas the rate up recruit is 4% here. So you can see that the Fate is 4% here. This one is 2%. However, the rate up one you can only do 3 times a month. So at the first of every month, it'll reset. Just a heads up there. So I'm gonna make my team. Okay, there we go. Okay. All right. I'm gonna take this guy out because I don't really want him in the team. So I'm gonna collect my reward for that. 10 Jess, and I'm going to go here because that's one of my objectives actually. And this is the door to creation. You can't do much right now because obviously you don't have a lot of mats. You just started, and I'll try to get through this quickly. And then we're gonna make this, and then so I'll make another guide with just about the door to creation. There's kind of a bit that you need to know about this. This right here in the bottom right corner, just above the world icon, is the hero index, and you can see lots of various things like fate heroes, legendary, rare, magic, and common. Here are your daily tasks, and I'll go over this later. I'm just going to collect these. Alright, so here we go. Let me just finish up the prologue, and then I'll finish up with some exploration. Alright. So I'm going to skip that, and I'm just going to clear the story. Alright, so I cleared the story, and now I have 12 stamina. You saw how I didn't spend it earlier, just because I wanted the max amount of stamina. So right now, I have chapter 1 to do next. So I'm actually not going to do that right now. I'm just going to collect these. I'm going to collect these. And I should be good. Oh boy, that dragon really doesn't like me. Anyway. So I'm going to do some exploration now, and I'm going to stop the video. So when we come back, the exploration should be done. Just to go over exploration really quickly, there's online exploration and then there's offline exploration. What's the difference? There isn't a big difference, but with offline exploration, you can't encounter a hero called Gale, which is the friend that you encountered at the very beginning of the tutorial, the prologue. And so he actually gives you something called sunstones if you do defeat him. Fighting him is purely chance based, and so what he gives you is called sunstones, and those are really high quality or high priced currency, because these are used for things like extra entry tickets to dungeons, which will yield you more resources so you can progress more through the story. So it's really important that you try to do online exploration as opposed to offline exploration. Another thing with offline exploration is your stamina won't recharge, whereas in online exploration, your stamina will recharge. So if you have a maximum of 400 stamina, which is level 55, which is the current level cap. If you have 400 stamina, and you'll only use 400 stamina for the exploration. But if you do online exploration, you can use more than 400, because online exploration allows your the stamina recharge timer to be used. So just know that. I'm going to use online exploration just for the sake of the video. And we'll get back once the exploration is done. Alright, thanks for watching. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, feedback on my video, leave a like leave a like or dislike, thumbs up, thumbs down, leave a comment. And I would really appreciate that. That would really help me out. And I hope you enjoyed the guide. Thanks.